Good evening. I am in Kattupadi near Vellore, India. Today I am going to talk about Laudato Si, Pope Francis encyclical on ecology and environment. In fact, at the very beginning of the encyclical, paragraph numbers or article number 1 and 2, I am going to talk about it. The first article talks about Saint Francis of Assisi, the Canticle of the Sun or the Canticle of the Creatures, in which he writes so beautifully, the earth is the mother and the sister. Yeah, Pope Francis quotes Saint Francis of Assisi 800 years ago. Mother Earth she is a mother. Sister Earth, she is a sister. So it is a relational inclusion because Francis of Assisi called everything brothers and sisters. He called brother sun, sister moon, brother wind, sister water, brother fire, brother wolf, sister lamb, mother earth, sister earth. Everything is a relational inclusion. It's a cosmic family. It's a beautiful family. This planet Earth takes care of us like a mother, gives food, milk, water. When you get sick, it gives you medicines. She's a sister, constantly helping us to grow. She gives you flowers, herbs. She guides you. And she gives you peace and joy and happiness. But in the second article, the second paragraph of Laudato Si, very sad. Pope Francis plunges into darkness. He is so upset that what is happening to our common home, our planet Earth. Because man thinks that he is all powerful. He has got dominion. It's a delusion. Genesis 1, chapter 1, 26 to 28, in which we are told that we have dominion to subdue the earth and to dominion the fishes of the sea, the birds of the air, the animals of the field. But the humans have misunderstood dominion. Dominion means it is conserving, it is preserving, it is not pillaging, it is not exploiting, it is not tyrannizing the nature. Rather, you should exercise your power with justice, with kinship, and you become a bigger brother, and all the rest of the creation becomes your sisters. But we have misunderstood. So today, so much of filth on planet Earth because man thought that he has got a right to plunder. In fact, the holy books, they have been misinterpreted for the anthropocentric interest. We know that. So only anthropocentrism. Man is the center. Man is the best species. Man is the only species. He is the crown. And he is the jewel of creation. There are so many things. We have written so many thousands of books, you know that, no? Thousands of, you go to the library. In the library, you see the whole rack of books centered on dominion theology. Today, the earth is plundered, especially the soil, air, water, and all life on earth. And Pope Francis is quoting from the book of Genesis chapter 2, 7, in which we read, God has created human beings from the dust of the earth. Yes, from the dust we have been created. Our body is holding 23% of carbon, bones, and 71% water in our body. We are the microcosm of the macrocosm. You understand that? We are the small earth, the bigger earth is outside. We are the microcosm of the macrocosm. In other words, I have 71% water in my body. You also do. Exactly as planet Earth is having 71% of water in the oceans on the surface of the earth. Same. 23% land on the surface of the earth. The same way in my body and your body, 23% carbon, bones. In other words, soil. And 2% air, the atmosphere. So in our body we have air. So we are the microcosm of the macrocosm. Pope Francis is writing, we even forgot that we are made up of with the same material soil. We forgot that. We forgot that we are made up of water. We forgot we are made up of air. Because we are polluting everything. We are pillaging and exploiting everything. Look at the land everywhere. Look at the habitat. Look at the surface of the earth. Which place is not colonized by humans? Oceans, mountains, tropical rainforests, savannas, chaparral, deserts, valleys, taiga, tundra, boreal forest. Everywhere humans look like locusts, in fact. Everywhere. Show me one place where there are no humans, where it is not colonized. Everywhere. If he has the ability to go to sun or moon, he would have colonized already there. So what I'm telling, everywhere it's a human impact and human activity, especially on land. So much of soil is being removed from the ecosystem. For example, for house building, I don't know who started the brick making. Brick making is our prehistoric idea. Our ancestors, when they didn't have computers and so on, they thought this soil could be used for brick making and then we can build houses. I think that was good at the time, but now it's a stupidity. It's a stupidity. Still we have to make bricks with the soil, the top soil. The soil is made, 1 inch of soil is made for the past 10,000 years. We have 6 inches of soil. 60,000 years it took nature to produce the soil. We can never make soil. So this soil, top soil, it can grow food. It is the foundation of all life on earth. But the dysfunctional humans, they take that top soil and they make brick and put in a chamber, burn it for 3-4 days, kill all the microscopic bacteria, earthworms, the fungi, all those organic stuff to keep soil healthy. This is what we have done for the past 10,000 years. You tell me now, can't we find another technology to build houses? You think building house is the only purpose why God created the soil or nature makes the soil? Stupidity. It is stupidity. No, this soil belongs to every creature on it. It belongs to ants, belongs to frogs, centipedes, lizards, to all creatures. Who are you to take that soil and go and lock up in your house? Who? Look at the bulldozer and the tractor. Look at this field. Morning, this is my brother's agricultural field and he has plowed for paddies. He is going to plant paddy crop next week. So it's already plowed by tractor. Look at the tractor. It's a violence. It's a violent instrument on earth, on the surface of the earth, to till the land without any mercy and compassion. Bulldozer is another instrument you can see on the road. They take it, they pillage it, they puncture the holes on the surface of the earth and the soil is trampled. Everywhere you see plastic bags, filth, paper, garbage. So this is the respect we have. But 23% the soil, we are made of it. But yet, you dare to destroy this fragile element. What about water? Chemicals. This field is plowed. Tomorrow my brother is going to put chemicals, fertilizers. Green revolution has already started some 50, 60 years back. It is a death sentence for the water. For the water. In 1947, Mahatma Gandhi quit India movement. He chased British people out of this land. Get out! No colonization. Okay, we humans got independence in 1947. Is that enough? Is that enough? But we should also see other parts of creation also. They need independence. They should live free. And this land is colonized even today with fertilizers, herbicide, fungicide, and other chemicals. So much of pesticides. So this land is colonized. This land crying out loud, says Pope Francis in the article number 2. He is quoting Romans chapter 8:22. The earth groans in pain, in travail for the liberation. The earth and waters, every element is crying out loud to the Creator. Abba, Father, please come and save us. Please liberate us. Romans, St. Paul writing in chapter 8:22. So this water is being destroyed. So much of erosion because of deforestation. Everything is eroding. The topsoil is being carried away by rivers to the sea. And you put seed, nothing grows because topsoil has gone away. The rest of the topsoil polluted with chemicals. The water is polluted. Ultimately, the water takes all this fertilizer back to river, back to lake, at last all end up in the sea. The third one, air. The air, everybody knows it. Everybody has a motorcycle or a car. We are directly impacting atmosphere. Yes. Greenhouse gases. There is 57% carbon dioxide, 20% methane, bad ozone, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbons, halocarbons, carbon monoxide. There is so much of stuff humans pollute the atmosphere, and every day it is increasing. Today it is 404 parts per million by volume. The greenhouse gases are increasing day by day. Some 15-20 years back it was in 385 parts per million, but today 404 parts per million. It is increasing. And suddenly, and everybody, somehow we are damaging the atmosphere. In India we have got gas, cylinder gas, propane gas. 5 times we cook in India. At least in other countries they cook only little, but in India 5 meals a day. So much of gas, propane gas is being used. Propane gas does 2 damages. One is a thermal pollution, another one is the air pollution. Thermal, it increases the heat. Imagine there are 1.5 crore propane cylinders in India. When all of them we ignite together, it is like a bomb blast. You are releasing so much of energy, thermal radiation. And air pollution, lot of poisonous gases being released. So the atmosphere, and especially the slash and burn agriculture, people, they destroy forests, they destroy vegetation, and they burn it. Here in our Kattupudi village in India, the whole mountains, they grow vegetation whole year, and during summertime people, they tend to set fire and burn everything. They think it is food. Such a illiterate people here, and you keep on telling them but they don't listen to you. Such a arrogance. There is no humility at all. And air pollution in India is horrendous. It is going beyond control. Millions of vehicles, thousands of factories, thousands of houses, they all emit carbon dioxide, methane, lot of non-vegetarian habits. 20% of methane emissions come from livestock rearing or non-vegetarian habits. If you go vegetarian, you can reduce 20% of the greenhouse gases. I'm telling you, it's not 5%, it's not 10%. 10% we can put up with it, but not even 15, 20%. That is a high ratio of methane emission just for non-vegetarian habit. So the international United Nations have started a campaign called No Meat, No Meat. That's a good slogan, no meat, no meat. So United Nations are appealing the people all over the world to go vegetarian, so help save our environment. So we can do that. So lot of killing of biosphere animals, chicken, beef, pig, fish, all humans think they are all created only for their food source. They don't have any value at all. They don't have any intrinsic value, only instrumental value for humans alone. So that is the greatest misunderstanding. I think human species has misunderstood so many things. Whatever we do, I think we are dysfunctional species from the start. We are schizophrenic, and human species, we learn from copying, mirror neurons we call it. One monkey does it, another monkey do. That is mirror neurons. Psychologists, even the biologists talk about it. So it's a monkey mind. So because my neighbor does it, so I do it. So 7 billion people end up doing that. But it is still dysfunctionality. That is not the way it should be. Humans are not supposed to eat meat. We are mammals. Take all our family, especially the small apes like gibbon and siamang, great apes like orangutan, gorilla, bonobo, chimpanzee, all of them in our family, they are all vegetarians. How come only one chimpanzee is eating meat? That is us. We are the third chimpanzee. So I think we are dysfunctional. Lot of things we do dysfunctional. So I think if you are just doing what other monkey is doing, I think where is the intellect? What is the use of it? So we need to bring out reason here and also ethics. Bioethics is very important. So article number 2, Pope Francis Laudato Si appeals for bioethics. That is consciousness. That is moral values. So this earth has got rights. So we need to extend, we need to respect. We need to enable planet Earth to live with dignity and honor. So I think that is our human purpose. That is the steward. We are the steward of the earth. We always scream, we are the steward, we are the steward, we are the steward. But steward is marked by 3 functions. You know what? Faithfulness, responsibility, accountability. Faithfulness, responsibility, accountability. All the 3 are absent in Homo sapiens. I think Homo sapiens for the past 3.5 million years has been distracted, dysfunctional. But we need to come back. There are 2 dimensions in human species. One is outer dimension, there is inner dimension. So I think so far we have been swayed by the outer dimension known as Homo sapiens. So we have been addicted to Homo sapiens psyche. But there is another dimension within you, that is imago Dei, the image of God. It is within. So it is locked up within you for the past 3.5 million years. So I think we need to bring that out. So in computer language, so far our human journey was on the desktop. Homo sapiens is on the desktop, and Imago Dei is in the recycle bin. But now we need to bring Imago Dei to the desktop and send Homo sapiens to the recycle bin. So I think that will benefit the earth and benefit all ecosystems. That will benefit whole cosmos, and we become belonging. So far we don't belong here. Only we have been using and abusing. We don't belong here. But the belongingness, I think, only Imago Dei, the inner dimension, can establish that. So far we have not yet established that. So I think, my dear brothers and sisters, now after this introduction, please read Laudato Si, Pope's encyclical on environment, article number 1 and 2. And I think you will be understanding much better. And I wish you all a very happy reading, and also please take care of soil, because we are made up of soil. Take care of water, because we are made up of water. Take care of air, because we are made up of air. And may God bless you all, and good night. Thank you.